Back to the channel, guys. We got another beautiful day here in East Texas, and I've got a couple of questions for you guys. So, dang, I started coughing. And I've got a couple of questions for you guys, so let's get to the video. Welcome to Heartland Dual Sport. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Dale, and I'll be your host here on Heartland Dual Sport. One of our first questions comes from a viewer last week, and he asked me, he's got a 2023 model KLR, and as far as I know, that fuel pump recall was only for the 2022 models. If any of you guys work at a dealership or know the answer to that, please comment down below so we can get him a good solid answer. Next question up on the agenda is going to be the steering. Evidently on some of the 2023 models, and we're not clear if it's happening at the factory or if it's happening at the dealership, but where your triple tree and everything bolts up to your bike, that steering bolt bearing, I believe, is getting smashed because they're over tightening it on a handful of them. Some of the guys have said when they're doing the slow rolling speed, it's almost like their wheels are trying, or the handlebars are trying to lock either dead center in the middle of a turn or locking up somewhere else, which could be potentially dangerous and a little bit frightening at the same time. But I'd like to know, it sounds like maybe some of the forums have talked about this issue, and basically loosening up that bolt will help, if not cure the problem. But again, I'm not official, I'm just passing along information that's been shared with me. Again, guys, that's something to look at, and if you guys have a good solid answer, please comment down below and help the viewers out that are getting the 2023 models, and let's make their transition into the KLR as smooth as possible. Next up, not really a question for you guys, I just got some exciting news. As you guys know, I'm into photography, I love it, and I'm not ever going to just constantly talk about it. But I did go on a trip this week with a guy. There's another photographer here out in East Texas. His name's Robert Miller Photography. And the reason I'm telling you, if any of you guys are ever out this way, he's a licensed guide or a licensed boat navigator guy, whatever. He's got his navigational boat license. But he's also a guide for Caddo Lake. And if you guys have never been out to Caddo Lake, I'm going to post up a few pictures. I've ridden around there a handful of times and taken you guys with me, but I've never been out on the lake. It's been on my list of stuff. It just hadn't ever happened yet. Me and Angie have been on Lake of the Pines and Martin Lake. We just hadn't been on Caddo Lake yet. So I was pretty excited about that, and I'm just kind of passing that info along. I'll put a link down below if any of you guys are ever out this way and you want to go ride around on the boat with him for a little bit. It's worth the trip, whether you're into photography or not. It's just an awesome, you're going to see some amazing beauty. Caddo Lake is known for its hauntingly beautiful scenes. It's no other lake in the world's like it. It's got a lot of cypress trees. It's got a lot of the moss growing off the cypress trees. And it's just like I say, it's a beautiful, beautiful lake. But again, guys, I'm not going to bore you guys with all that. The ones that are interested, there'll be a link down below. You can check out his Facebook page and contact him if you're ever out in this area. Again, Caddo Lake is far East Texas, and part of the lake's actually in Louisiana. And he works on the Texas side because he's a resident here in Texas as well. But again, guys, we're going to keep this video short. I'm on my way to church, and Angie's still a little bit sick. She is getting better. For you guys that have been following along, her eye got messed up. We're still not 1,000% sure what's wrong with it. She's still having a few problems, so she's not going to church with me, so I'm riding tonight instead of taking her in the Jeep. Again, guys, we appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. May you have a blessed week, and let's go ride.